So hey guys, we are back with another video, and in this video we are going to talk about the Sarvam-M model. I think a lot of people nowadays are not focusing on one thing, that India as a nation is focusing on its own AI models, and we have been buying a lot of GPUs by not only by private entities but also by government. I remember 6,000 GPUs were ordered by the government of India 3 months back, and I think that number has constantly been increasing. So, but unfortunately, what I was seeing from the post today, previous 2 days, that a lot of people are criticizing India for making their own models, saying that this language is these Indian languages are not used typically everywhere. So quotes and quotes, I personally think this is the reason that we have not been able to innovate a lot in the past 50 to 60 years, because we are not standing united when it comes to projecting India as a tech innovator. I think giving it a try is not something is not something that you should exclude out of the whole idea, because I think this is how most of the models came into existence, by trying and getting the best things, and then experimenting again and getting the best results, and keep doing that again and again till you get the best technical technicality, or you can say the best model on the planet that you can commercialize. That is what ChatGPT as a model, when it was introduced, has done, and similar thing Google has been doing. So yeah, I think we can discuss more on it at the end. Let's look at what Sarvam has released. So they have released a video on this whole video and blog on how SarvamM is the currently the best model when it comes to the Indian benchmarks. Okay, Indic benchmarks. So they have, in this blog, I will share this blog with you in the description as usual. They have talked about 3 to 4 things. The major three techniques are the supervised fine tuning, the reinforcement learning with verifiable rewards, and the third thing is inference optimization. Now, inference optimization is something that I really liked, because when I was testing their models, the thinking process and the output speed is too good, right? It is too good, and it's really good. It's really exciting to see that we will be getting a lot of these things in the coming few months from Sarvam. So yeah, they have also detailed of how they have curated a diverse set of prompts with quality and hardness scoring, creating prompt from completion permissible models, and a lot of things. So we'll see them. Let's look at some numbers first, so that you guys can get to know what they have achieved. This is Sarvam-M, which is the Sarvam Mistral model. M stands for Mistral here, and I think they have taken the Mistral 3 model. So they have taken the Mistral small model, and this is a 24 billion parameter model. They have focused on SFT, and most of the part is post pre-training. Okay, the post training part. So this Gemma 3 is there, Llama 4 Scout is there, and Llama 3.3 is there, right? Now, if you look at this particular aspect, that is Indic benchmark. Okay, Indic Gen benchmark, MLUEN, and then MLU.en. Now, the three numbers 0.49, 0.83, 0.75. These are far better than any of the small models that these big tech companies have been able to possess. It's 0.43, 48, 47, 47. So I won't say it's a very big shift, but if you see here, this is 0.83, right? It's a very big shift. Now they have said that for coming for these numbers, a lot of organizations have been focusing on only getting these numbers and just putting the models in production, but they have also focused on the inference optimization, right? That how fast these good quality results can be given to the users. Okay, so they have given a lot of information here, that we discuss this inference optimization. We create a P8 version of SarvamM with negligible loss in accuracy and post-training quantization. And they have also told that we profile and serve SarvamM on a H100 GPU and identify a Pareto surface of configurations, from which we choose two configurations, one for low cost, another for high throughput per stream. Okay, so SFT, they have given this curate diverse prompts. So they have collected 11.5 million prompts, not completions, from a carefully selected list of Hugging Face fine-tuning data sets. So you can see the coding and debugging, reasoning, creative writing they have given, and this is the whole data set looks like. So quality distribution, excellent is 61.31, poor is 1.27, very poor is 0.01. It's fine. Difficulty distribution is very easy, it's 0.86 only. Very easy is very like 0.86, that's it. Where the most of them are hard and medium, which is a very good number, I would say. And when it comes to excellent and good, it's we have more than 95%, 94%, I think you can technically say that. Okay, these are excellent and good. Okay, now if you look at the quality, they have said that we file these prompts are in English. We wanted a subset which can be translated to Indian languages, right? They said specifically we convert about 30% of the coding, math, and reasoning prompts, 50% of other prompts to Indian languages. So the representation that they've choose, 28% Hindi, 8% each representation for 9 other languages. What are the 9? Bengali, Gujarati, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Odia, Punjabi, Tamil, and Telugu. So together, these languages represent the mother tongue or the first language of over 70% of the population of all. So I think it's a very good idea to take the first target the top 10 languages, and then we can go down the curve. Now we also chose to support 3 forms of Indian languages based on day to day. That is namely formal code mixed with combines use of Indic languages with English, and transliteration which writes Indic language in Roman script. So it's perfect, right? When you're talking to someone, you will either talk in either of these 2 ways. In WhatsApp, let's say you are either going to directly write the English language, or let's say in your native language, if you're writing Hindi, you're going to either write in proper Hindi, right, using the akshars which you say. Second thing is you are going to write Hindi plus English, but you are going to use Roman script, right? Like, okay, ठीक है मैं ऐसा कर रहा हूँ along with something else. Third thing is you are going to completely write in Hindi, but in proper Roman script. Okay, again, so these are 3 things that you can be that can be done, right? So prompt completion, they have told that the generative scoring by R scorer was 59.92 and Llama 3.370 was 56.13. So yeah, I think samples are good enough. I was actually checking about the samples through some translation, that okay, how good is the actual translation that has been done. Okay, when it comes to this performance increase after the model merging, so they have this SFT, right? So we trained for hybrid model in both non-think and think mode. In the think mode, the model generates the tokens within think tags in English before producing its final response. So guys, focus on this. This thinking process will be done in English only before producing final response in the target language. So thinking has been done only in the specific language, which I found actually relevant, because you want the model to have a proficiency in one language, and using that language it can think, and then finally produce the output in the whichever language that has been decided. Interestingly, we discovered simultaneously training for both think and non-thinking was ineffective, which contradicts recent literature. So I'll be coming up with a new paper video most probably in the next 3 to 4 days, where I will be telling that is actually reasoning helping us or not, because the main problems are not being solved by reasoning. Okay, let's say reasoning is helping us to scale down MMLU from 96 to 98, let's say for example, but the actual problem was not with MMLU. We are already getting 96 here. The problem was with let's say multi-chat conversations, that data set that was there we were getting 46. Now it is increasing to 47. How is it even helping? So that's the case. We are going to talk about thinking part in the next 2-3 videos, that is it actually helping us through a paper. So yeah, if you can see epoch 1, epoch 2, and the merged model, I think the performance increase is pretty much clear from here. Now comes the reinforcement learning part, which everyone is doing nowadays. Okay, so the imbalanced learning, verification efficiency, and sequence mismatch, these are the 3 challenges they decided to solve. So however, joint learning led to several challenges they want to solve now. Now these 3 challenges that they ran into have decided of doing RLVR. So I think a lot of you must not be knowing of this, but I think in the DeepSeek video I have explained about it, so you guys can check that out. Now, math skills, advanced mathematics, instruction following, code understanding, code generation, translation, these are the things they are focused on. And I think you guys can see the results. We noticed certain choices of sequence of RLVR tasks did not have a significant impact for scores. So you can see here, okay, 0.91, and this is 0.91. So did you see an increase? I don't see an increase, right? 0.82, 0.81, 0.88, 0.89. Now these are the, for instance, changing sequence of GSM 8K and IFL did not significantly improving as shown below. A lot of more research can be done here, because recently a clip paper came which actually showed that changing these parameters even by slightly, right? Even if we change slightly, tweaking these parameters, and the dataset part should remain intact, we have seen difference in the final result. So I personally think pin down that clip paper in the description, and you guys can go through it. It's a very good example that why RLVR is actually not working as a desired, because we are not experimenting on it a lot. Now, group relative policy optimization, I think GRPO we have already talked about in the DeepSeek video, so I think we can ignore it. Okay. Sample 1, sample 2, I think you guys can see this is the prompt. Your task is to check if the string is happy or not. So this is the pre-RLVR, this is going to return, and post it is going to be this. So you can see this part, and if you see this part, So the difference is pretty clear. Like when it comes to Indic, Malayalam text was this, the gold translation was this. Okay. Now pre RLVR, he stayed up all night watching me. Post RLVR, I felt he was there with me, watching over me tonight. So although if you see tonight as if he watched me, I felt that he was with me. So it is same, not exactly 100%, but it's almost similar. Okay. So results of SarvamM. You guys can see the results: smart grid optimization, grid control code, data privacy. I think they have given a lot of questions here, and you'll see that we evaluate generation of different models using a reward scorer and see that SarvamM outperforms other much bigger models like Llama Scout. So they have got almost, or they have achieved the SOTA and everything. I think all state of the art results, right? Average was 8.12, while the next nearest model was 7.40. It was Gemma. they it was Gemma. It was not Mistral 3. Well done, Google, I would say. So Google has been doing pretty good from on the model part from the past 6 to 7 months. Before that, they were not doing, instead of copying what OpenAI was doing, they were not doing anything innovative much. So I would say that post Gemma 3 and Gemini 2.5 series, they have actually made a comeback. Inference optimization, they have done the post training quantization. Okay, they are support for FP8 on Hopper series GPU. So if you see this sample one, the prompt was March में कहाँ घूमना जाना चाहिए for English speakers. Where should we go in March for visiting somewhere? This FP8 F12 sample says, yeah, sorry, मार्च का महीना भारत में घूमने के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. Okay, there it is saying that March is a very good month for visiting anywhere across India. The weather is pretty good, and there is a transition from winters to summers. So then it is some giving some suggestions: Ladakh, Jammu Kashmir, Goa, Kerala, Meghalaya, Rajasthan. For FP8 changing, the end of winters and the start of mid mild summer. But this is a very good and famous month for visiting India. So it is suggesting Goa, Oli, Uttarakhand, Kodaikanal, Tamil Nadu, Uti, Tamil Nadu, which I visited, I think, 2 months back, Munnar, Kerala. So you guys are seeing results are actually changing based on the FP8 and the number of samples, but it's pretty obvious that you won't be getting it, so it's fine. But we don't see a lot of difference in the quality overall. Okay, you can say the options and everything, but overall quality remains intact, I would say. So if you can see the Pareto frontier of serving models, so they have done all requests in a batch must have the same number of accepted tokens, and this was something related to deep speed speculative decoding they have done, I think, at higher concurrencies the overload of. Okay, I remember now, they have, I think they released even a similar thing 4 to 5 months back. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. So they are focused on, because 4 axes: the data type, model parallelism, concurrency, and look ahead decoding. So you know I think this is something that can be interpreted from what DeepSpeed did, I think, an year back. So they also did something similar, not exactly this, but it also boosted the inference of the models a lot. So I think they have also done a lot of good things, utilizing FP8 quantization, tensor parallelism to achieve 100 token outputs per second. So it's really good, but per user stream at higher concurrency. So low concurrency, implementing look ahead decoding to reach 300 output tokens per second. So really awesome. Now grounding with Wikipedia, they have taken the chunking strategy, optimization, embedding model selection. So we evaluate multiple models which lead the MTB shortlist, and 3 models. Okay, 2 I think, BGM3 and BG multilingual Gemma. So if you guys see here, the when it comes to embedding model selection, performance evaluation with Wikipedia grounding. So you guys can see here, SarvamM is clearly behind, I would say. Yeah, when it comes to simple QA, SarvamM was correct, incorrect, and this. So for accuracy measurement, they have deployed simple QA benchmark with Llama 3.370 billion as a judge. Additionally, we create simple QA NA by translating simple Q prompt into 10 Indic languages using Gemini 2.5 Pro. We are all relying on Gemini models now. We shifted from OpenAI. Congratulations, guys. So we are large improvement in factual accuracy, both English and Indic language quiz. So if you see here, OpenAI O3, it's giving 0.48. This is 0.04, 0.12, and SarvamM plus Wikipedia 0.59. Oh, so they are making. See, when it comes to the understanding of a model, it depends a lot that how good the context is, obviously, and you guys can say that this server model's understanding of any language may be better than any other model in the industry right now, but the context matters a lot. So I think failed experiment, tokenizer extension, transplant, and everything. Cool. I think we have seen the overview of the whole block. Now let's look at the models. So these are the open source models. You guys can go and try it out. Hugging Face, like, because you can read it obviously. We have to draw the server playground obviously. So they have given a lot of things at how you guys can test it. This is the thing for for the quick start with SarvamM APIs also. You guys can use it. So go ahead and try it. For this is a SarvamM AI documentation page. The API documentation. It's really cool. So it's a cool UI, I would say. And let's come on SarvamM API dashboard. Okay. So I typed this question. अरुंधति सिद्धांत का महाभारत युद्ध की तिथि निर्धारित पर क्या है? For English users, what is the impact of Arundhati star comet when we study about Mahabharat wars? I mean, okay. So we will try both with thinking and not thinking. Okay, I think right now it's thinking. Let's try it thinking. Now just see the guys. Just look at the speed. It's cool. It's cool. It's really cool. Show thinking. Okay, the user is asking about it. Did all the thing in English. I told you, and then it started typing in Hindi. The खगोलीय गणनाएं, ऐतिहासिक स्रोत, साहित्यिक विश्लेषण. Okay, my Hindi is not that good, I would say. Like, it's good. I natively speak Hindi, but okay, these words are pretty tough. I think let's try this thing without thinking, and let's see the how the differences results are. So Arundhati Roy. Okay, Kamahavat Arundhati Roy Lekhika. Why did it said that? Okay, okay, Arundhati Roy. It gave up. I did not read it. So although the answer is by far not correct of what it used to be, because this theory was proven, I think, 3 to 4 years back, and that book data must not be here. I just wrote something anything else. But let's write. Okay, let me write something related to code maybe. भाई please code करिए देगा Python में hello world. Okay, let's see what it writes. यहाँ पाइथन में हेलो वर्ल्ड प्रिंट करने का सरल कोड. So चरण दर चरण व्याख्या है. Okay, this is pretty interesting, right? This is good because I wrote in typical, using this Roman word numerical and sorry Roman words, but the results that came were not exactly in Roman. If you see, it's either Hindi or it's either English. So yeah, क्या पाइथन में कोई और प्रोग्राम बनाना चाहेंगे? Okay, let's see. Or let me ask. Or yes, okay, let's say. धन्यवाद, मैं ठीक हूँ. आपका दिन कैसा चल रहा है? कोई विशेष प्रोजेक्ट? Okay, let's allow you to think. को किसने बनाया? Type in Roman only. I should have written reply in Roman only, but it's fine. I should start by acknowledging their question, then explain. Oh, thought a lot for this simple thing. Is it like DeepSeek? Overthinks a lot. मैं सर्वम एआई ने बनाया है. ओके, मुझे सर्वम एआई में बनाना शुड बी देयर. मैं सर्वम एआई ने बनाया है एक. ओके, दिस स्टार्टिंग वर्ड ओनली नाउ इज टेकिंग ऑल ऑफ माय अटेंशन. एक इंडियन स्टार्टअप जो जनरेटिव एआई एप्लीकेशन बनाने पर फोकस करता है. हमारे गोल्स में इंडियन यूजर्स की डाइवर्स नीड्स को सर्व करना है. हाँ, इट्स अ गुड मॉडल. आप जैसे यूजर से कनेक्ट करके उनकी हेल्प करना है. इट्स गुड. Overall, the answer is good. I have not compared it with OpenAI directly, but I'm happy that something is happening in this field now, especially when it comes to Indic languages. So now I think that was it for the video. But let's look at something I wanted to show you guys. It's an important thing. I think this was a tweet I did. Go for it, SarvamM, make Bharat proud. Now the reason is he's Harvinder Singh Chadda, right? He is an LLM engineer at Sarvam, and someone wrote that not enough people care about Indic languages and transitively Indic LLMs. Tell me the last time you wrote or typed in a region language is most. So he wrote a lot of things and he gave a perfect reply. That people won't take out 10 minutes to try the model, share feedback. This is the reason why not enough people care. If you just use a user falling to criticize even without trying your problem. Now, what my views are, I completely agree with him because see, I could if I wanted, I could have blurred out the name of the person who tweeted it and also the LLM engineer. But I wanted this incident to come into limelight because we are not, instead of how should I express it? Because instead of helping and let's say supporting the organizations which are making India proud or maybe making something that one day will make India proud, we are not supporting them because you can say okay these are commercial organizations or you can say anything, but the point is any organization which is doing anything when it comes to Indic context, especially when we are seeing that AI is the most emerging tech right now, we should support them, because this is the reason a lot of people did not support it. ISRO back time, I think 20 30 years back, people used to think, okay, why do we need us even do we need a space program? But now we know why we needed it, right? Similarly, why shouldn't, when the whole world is focusing on AI, why shouldn't India focus on it from the Indic point of view? Why not? So this is the question, why not? So, and the answer is we should, right? We are already late, and when someone is trying to do things, please support them. If you can't support them, just sit quietly, okay? That can be done, right? Or I think these are the kind of people who usually talk at home in English instead of in their mother tongue. So okay, I won't say anything more. So yeah, guys, that was it for the video. I'll pin down all the things that have been described by Sarvam here, all the resources. You guys can go and try it. Support them, guys. Support whatever open source and things are happening in the field, because this is how we grow. As a community, we help each other and learn about it. So yeah, thank you for watching the video, guys. Thank you and have a nice day.